ready for a midlife upgrade. Today we're going to do a short one. It's going to be Tubbs Hill in Coeur, Idaho, but it's actually a very beautiful one with a lot of great scenery overlooking the lake. So come with me and let's get some exercise in today. All right, goodbye. Right in the heart of downtown Coeur d'Alene sits a 165-acre natural escape that feels worlds away from the city streets. Welcome to Tubbs Hill. This urban peninsula features a beautiful 2.2-mile perimeter loop. It's a bit rugged underfoot with rocks and roots, but it treats to some of the best lakeside views in Idaho. First up, the lake itself. It wasn't carved by glaciers. It's actually a flood dam valley. During the last ice age, the massive Missoula Flood rode through the Rathdrum Prairie. They carried a giant wall of gravel, sand, and boulders. This debris completely blocked the Coeur d'Alene and St. Joe River valleys, trapping the water to create the lake we see today. As you hike the shoreline trails of Tubbs Hill, you are walking across the Priest River Metamorphic Complex. This rock was once buried 20 miles deep within the Earth's crust under intense heat and pressure. The massive boulders, high cliffs, and small caves here are made from primisium, schist, and gneiss. I probably just really messed that up. They are incredibly tough and highly resistant to weathering. Look closely at the rocks, you'll see the brilliant shimmer. This glimmering mineral is mica. Directly southwest of the lake sits Mica Flats, an upper plateau where this ancient weather-resistant bedrock peaks out above younger volcanic lava flows. But the ecosystem is incredibly fragile. The soil here is paper thin, often just 1 to 5 inches deep, which is why staying on the designated trails is so important to protect the hill. There are some beautiful wooden bridges across some of the valleys and ravines on the trail that are really super cool. So here we are where the summit trail breaks off. We're just going to do a loop around though. But yeah, it's really quite beautiful up here. Nice easy trail. As you can see, it's a nice wide easy trail. And again with beautiful views. You can kind of see through the trees right there. I don't know if you can. Oh wait, no, can't see it right now. It looks like a piling boat that's gonna go up, probably putting docks in or something like that. Again, look at these cool, gigantic rocks. A lot of these were either deposited here or they just stripped the surface off the top and left the rocks behind from the flood. But yeah, even look down there at the water, you can see the big boulders in the water. Despite all this hard rock, the soil layer on Tubbs Hill is incredibly thin, rarely exceeding 5 inches deep. That is because most of this topsoil is actually volcanic ash deposited roughly 6,500 years ago during the eruption of Mount Mazama. So here's another beautiful spot to look down here. There's where the main channel goes down the lake there. Over there we're looking at Arrow Point. Then you come across here, there's like Cougar Bay right there. Actually, that's Kid Island Bay, sorry. Really beautiful. And again, look at all the big rocks and stuff like that. This whole hillside is made up of these giant boulders. Again, it's amazing all the giant boulders, the rocks that are exposed around here. I guess they're not really boulders, but you know. It's a beautiful little spot right down there. I'll head out here on this point. Really beautiful here. Again, there's just the panoramic of the lake. So there we're looking at Kid Island Bay across the lake. A long time ago, the guy that owned it wanted to make a little Venice. And so he was dredging out and he was gonna make all these little canals back in there and then sell off the property. But then
The EPA came in and said absolutely not. So yeah, they stopped development on that. But yeah, that's a cool little tidbit.
Here's just a couple cool pictures of the rocks that are exposed here on the mountainside. That's quite beautiful. As you walk, you're sheltered by a massive canopy of native ponderosa pines and Douglas firs. Down low, look for the kinnikinick, also known as bear's grape, a hardy evergreen ground cover with bright red berries that regional wildlife love.
Here's another one of the cool big, you're actually like right underneath it here. Big rock exposed here. It's really super cool. All right, so there we are. There's Kid Island Bay. You can see there's like the little island right out at the tip. And then as we pan around, and there's Cougar Bay down there. Like Mica Flats, all that kind of area. Then as you go down, you can see more of the marina there, beach, and then, well, it kind of dies out. We'll get some more pictures, but there's the resort right through the trees right there. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. That looks like one of the shuttle boats. There's boats that go back between the resort and the golf course where they have the floating green. some of the mica flakes and stuff like that in the, that's just all throughout here. So then there's McEwen Field and the library. If you heard that, that was because I got bad knees and I just felt it pop a little bit when I stepped on a rock.
There are a lot of wildlife up here, including white-tailed deer.
All right, no, I lost my group, so we'll try and catch up.
Here we are overlooking McEwen Park.
Here we are looking over the city of Coeur d'Alene. You can see parts of it down there. Again, you can see all the, I don't know if you can see the mica that's all reflecting on the pathway. I think it's pretty cool. So I wonder then if this same ridge line that goes across here went all the way across the lake to where Mica Flats is and was broken up when the ice dam went through.
Here are some cute little fawns we saw along the trail.
So we're starting to come back out where you can see the lake again. I'm going to see, I'll try and zoom in. There's the floating green at the Coeur golf course. And behind it is one of the luxury condos, the terrace greens. So here we are coming out over the 11th Street Marina. We're going to cross the old suspension bridge.
And here up in the tree, you can see an osprey sitting in one of their large nests. There's quite a few osprey and bald eagle in this area. Whether you take the main loop or climb the steep trail to the 2,500-foot summit, Tubbs Hill is a perfect reminder of why we love the Pacific Northwest. So get out and enjoy your day and, have a midlife upgrade and get out and see the beautiful country around you.